Has anyone else noticed that documentary channels, which like Discovery and History, which you would mainly think did documentaries, hence them being documentary channels in my opinion, are doing dramas now? What's the first one I noticed? I think it's History Channel doing Vikings, which has been a massive success for the History Channel. And now Discovery Channel Canada have teamed up with Netflix and done Frontier. And yep, this is a review on Frontier. Usually I have a DVD case, however I've been watching this on Netflix because it's just been released on Netflix UK in the last 8 weeks or so, I think. Since the new year it's been released. So I haven't been able to get my hands on a DVD copy of it, and I've been streaming it online. So let's talk about Frontier. The show is basically about the fur trade in Canada and America during the late 19th century, which really does sound like a dull concept for a show. However, the producers, the writers, the directors have gone out and created a show that's not actually that bad. Yes, it falls down in some points, but it's not too bad. We'll start with the episode run, which keeps it nice and compact. It's only 6 episodes for series 1. I believe there's a second series coming up, but series 1 is only 6 episodes, which keeps the story compact. I think there's a point, especially with 22 episode series, and if you even go to Star Trek, 26 episodes a series, it just starts to drag out. And if you're doing standalone episode after standalone episode after standalone episode, it doesn't work. Well, it does work because I've been doing it for years, but you think this is 22 episodes, what have I actually been watching? And you forget. The direction, acting, scene-wise, settings, this is a subject I knew nothing about, as it usually feels in an English school you study European history, you do America during the wars, but you never do pre that. So there was not much I could actually base my opinion on that, but it works. Let's go on to the cast. The cast for this show is massive. It's soap opera size. There must be like 20 cast members alone for series 1, and they all work quite well as a cast. This is Jason Momoa from Stargate Atlantis and Game of Thrones, who does an outstanding job in the lead. Then we have Alan Armstrong, who's in New Tricks back here in Britain, and he plays power mad psychopath really well. Here, Momoa and Armstrong are the 2 standout performances in this show for me. However, other people might have different opinions, but I thought Momoa and Armstrong were really good. The priest character I thought was a bit rubbish. I didn't think you didn't need that. Come on. He's like, does the first 4 episodes, then disappears for an episode, and has a episode 6 he's in for like 2 seconds. Katie McGrath's in it, and I don't really like Katie McGrath. Let's go on to direction. Was it well directed? It was believable. It was actually quite believable. It worked. It wasn't terribly written. Let's give it that. Is it the best historical drama out there? No, it's not. It's not Outlander. It's not The Tudors. Those are really good shows. Is it worth a second series? Yes. But I'm gonna say if you like Vikings, if you like proper historical shows, then I would continue watching this. If you're really not, I don't think you'll like this, but I kind of enjoyed it. And that's it. That's my thoughts on Frontier. I'll see you next time. Peace.